As long as we're alive, we got a chance.
All right, man, so we are back here on Cut Talk, man. I'm the type of guy I like to pull up, man. It's cool doing stuff at my house, cool doing stuff online, but I like to see up in person, man, see the experience. But my guy let me pull up today, just see the gym, see the school. I mean, go to Meir, man. With my guy, Emmitt Colbert, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate you letting me pull up, man.
Appreciate you for having me, man.
Yes, sir, man. Head boys basketball coach here, man. Y'all doing y'all thing this year. 12-2.
Yeah, 12-2, 7-0 in conference.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Keep going, man.
We trying, man.
Keep going, man.
We
But
trying.
today, man, I want to get into your story, how you got here, speaking a little bit on the team, and then just your favorite journey. And my man said he just finished a fast, so we want to get into that fatherhood, but just a well-rounded conversation, man. And like I said, I was holding off telling you where the first time I came across you. But we're going to get into it now, but we're going to start these interviews off from the very beginning, bro. So just, man, break it down. Let us know where you from, man. And the ball court, man, you know what I'm saying? See if he still got it one time.
Man. So my name is Emmitt Colbert. I was born in Milwaukee.
Okay.
I graduated from King.
Yeah.
Played at King under guys. I'm really big on NPS, man. I'm NPS proud.
Yeah.
I grew up at the Boys and Girls Club, LaVarn Way. So I'm really inner city, you know, for the most part. So that's pretty, you know, as far as me, you know, where I'm from. I'm all over.
Okay.
I didn't have many friends growing up because I moved a lot. So I actually lived in Shreveport, Louisiana. So staying in the country is like a dirt road.
So you was born here, then went down there?
So funny story. My mom was on vacation here.
Okay.
Visiting my granddad. And so she ended up going in labor while she was here. So I was born here. Born here September 9th. So that's the dope part. But another inside secret, well, a lot of people that know me know, me, my son, and my dad all share the same birthday.
How y'all pull that off, man?
Man, listen, I got a lot of questions for God when it's that time, man. We got to talk.
So we're going to break this down piece by piece, man. In terms of like the siblings, man, was it just you or you had a couple of them?
Siblings?
Yeah.
I have an older sister.
Okay.
She played at King too. She played under Coach Doc, so she was. Our family is really rich as far as basketball. She played under Coach Doc, Alina Cunningham.
Okay. Yeah.
So Steph Crosley.
Shout out
during that era. Girls basketball was heavy. So you had the Helen Johnsons, like watching King and Washington go at it on the girls side. Epic. Epic. You know,
girls basketball was different back then. You
Different.
Was Danielle Ward in there? She was in
Danielle Ward. She was there. Melanie Weaver, rest in peace to her. That was my home girl. Steph Crosley was there later on. Mary Walker, Tierney Green, Angelique Guy. It was a bunch of them. Like they was deep.
Yeah, King Vincent of Washington for the girls was different, bro.
Different. So I gotta throw in Riverside as much as I, you know.
We ain't gonna be biased. So I don't need you to take me to the beginning, bro. When did you pick up the pill?
Honestly, with me traveling and kind of like not having friends and being in Shreveport, it was literally like nothing to do. So I was like solo. So I'll just go get a basketball and just go shoot. And I'll be by myself. And that started the journey from there. And then kind of When I moved back here, it was still the same thing. We used to stay downtown on Van Buren.
Yeah.
And now where they have MSOE, they got the little baseball diamond right now. Yeah. It used to be basketball courts. So I would go down there and I'll hoop with the OGs.
Okay, yeah.
And so that's when I ended up really just developing like, okay, I really want to do this.
Yeah.
And then, going to Cass Street for middle school.
Okay, yeah.
And shout out to Beeson. Beeson work here. He does our event security here.
Yeah.
And he was my middle school coach.
Okay.
And so from there, I just started developing confidence and, just taking off.
Yeah. Okay, that's what's up, man. So in terms of like picking a high school.
Oh, I knew you was going to ask me this question.
In terms of picking a high school, matter of fact, before that, was you on the AAU scene when you was in middle school?
So the crazy part is I was such a quiet, kind of like to myself kid.
Yeah.
I played AAU.
Okay.
But I wasn't like one of these kids like I was big name. I come in, do what I needed to do. So I ended up playing with running Rebels for a while.
Oh, yeah, shout out, yeah.
And we used to practice on Saturdays. Big Steve, Steve Smith would come get me, and he'd take me out to St. Charles.
Okay, yeah.
Out on 84.
Yeah.
So that was like my first time really meeting Draylon, Avo, and them.
Yeah.
And they would make you grow up. So I'm just going in there. I'm quiet. I go to the basket, call a foul. They looking at me like, well, we don't call that here. So that really got me in the mental of a high school. Like, all right, cool.
Man, what's the nerves like, bro, walking into a gym with Draylon, bro, Avery Smith, man? What's the vibe going on with you?
Well, I knew who they were, but it really wasn't like, for me, when the odds has always kind of been stacked against you, it's never like a nervous feeling. It's always like, I got something to prove. Yeah. For the most part. So it was kind of like that. And I just became a sponge, just soaking everything up. Even with, playing at King under Pre, like, I am the coach that I am and the player I was because of him. Oh, yeah. Like, he pushing each other every day. Yeah. And him just pulling me to the side and just, hey, you know what, do it like this. But to kind of go into, because I said I was going to be transparent. Yeah. Picking a high school, I did not want to go to King. I did not want to go to King. How I ended up at King, so that summer going into 9th grade, I was playing with Coach Jones over at Bayview. I was playing summer league. Yeah. So I'm like, man, I'm telling Mom, man, Coach Jones want me, over at Bayview. Yeah. She like, no, not going to Bayview.
Oh, why she shut it down?
She just shut it down. So I'm like, all right, cool. Yeah. Ricky Franklin, that's my guy. Yeah. So we used to, so I'm at Carver right now. He grew up on the east side, so we would see each other. Yeah. So he like, man, why don't you come to Riverside? And I knew the coach at the time, Luckett. Yeah. So I'm like, Mom, I want to go to Riverside. I want to go to Riverside.
Uh-oh.
No.
Moms ain't having it.
So let me tell you, I love my mom. Let me tell you how she played me. You seen Snowfall when he got close to, getting his money back. Yeah. And so Mom's turned in my Riverside, my King slip over Riverside. So she ended up telling me like, yeah, you going to King. And I'm like, me and her beef for like 2 weeks, Man,
what's the initial conversation, bro, when she tell you going to King, man?
It's one of those things where you look back and you thankful that she was your GPS in your eyes.
Right.
Because it was like the foundation of my whole entire life. Like, getting to King and getting in the academics and really understanding how my life wanted to, it was getting ready to be planned out. Yeah. It was beautiful, man.
Yeah, man.
So at the time though, I wasn't trying to hear that. It was a lot of quiet time, a lot of Tupac being played in the house. It was treacherous, man.
Oh man, that's funny, man.
Yeah. So I ended up going to King.
Yeah.
When I got there, culture shock.
I'm already knowing.
Culture shock. I can honestly say middle school did not prepare me for that level. Yeah. And I thought I knew everything. Yeah. In the words of Coach Jackson, you don't know nothing. So it was a struggle at first, man. Really just fitting in as far as like identity.
Right. Was your middle school bigger or was it smaller?
It was small.
Okay, so you going to King with a,
man.
1,000+ there.
Yeah. It was different.
Yeah.
Yep.
And did you have like an expectation on like, okay, I'm gonna be on freshman, I'm gonna be on JV, what was the move for you?
You know, if I'm gonna be honest, I didn't know too much about high school. Like coming from, I didn't know.
Okay.
So when I got there, it was like, oh, they got a freshman team.
Oh, so you fresh for real, bro.
Like, oh, they got a JV. What's junior varsity? Okay,
Yeah.
if I got a okay, what? I just wanted to hoop.
Yeah.
You know, and so I didn't really get into the politics until it was just like you start having people like, oh, you playing this and you playing that.
Yeah.
So you know, I started off on freshman.
Okay.
You know, went through Coach Buss. You know, for JV, you know, gave me opportunities. Coach Goodwin, Matt Goodwin dad.
Yeah.
Durham was a big part of my journey.
Okay, yeah, shout out to Durham.
Yeah, so he was a big part of, you know, my confidence in high school.
Yeah.
So it got to a point where when I played for him, if I didn't shoot the basketball, he taking me out the game. He like, you know, so it was what it was.
Hey, man, kids need that, man, especially if you got talent, but you know what I'm saying, confidence really ain't there yet, you know what I'm saying? Having that one dude to push you, I get it, man.
And I think for me, it wasn't the confidence, bro. It was like, it was just learning how to play basketball.
Yeah.
So that's why, like, I coach the way I coach.
Yeah.
Because it's like, once you learn how to play the game, it makes it so much easier.
All facts.
You know, and
Facts.
that feel for the game is everything. You can have as much talent at Lincoln and open gym.
Yeah.
But can you put it all together, you know, in an organized structure?
Can you be in the set, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Can you box out, you know what I'm saying? Can you be in the gap? Do you know what being in the gap mean?
Yeah.
I got you.
All the terminology.
Yeah. So when you was coming into King, bro, did you just consider yourself a hooper in terms of position, or you was trying to be a point guard or two? What was the move for you, dog?
I just wanted to hoop.
Put me somewhere.
Just put anywhere.
Just
like
put
what
me
you,
somewhere.
What you want? Shoot the basketball,
Yeah.
dribble. It didn't really matter.
Yeah. Where did you feel most comfortable? Because the midi just stupid. You just ran off like damn near 10 in a row.
Man, listen, when you play and have shooting competitions with Matt Goodwin,
Oh, yeah.
Dupree Fletcher, Khalif, Rob Dixon, like our practices used to be like they really pushed me to be like, all right, you know, lock in on the mechanics, you know.
Yeah.
But I was comfortable. Handling the ball.
Okay.
I was comfortable shooting the ball.
Yeah.
Playing off the it really didn't. It didn't matter. I just wanted to compete.
No, you were ever. So freshman year, you do the freshman team, and you did a little bit of JV, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so your sophomore year, this rod butt in, bro. So one of my first ever high school games was Rufus King, JV, seeing you, and my cousin played on that team. My cousin Wesley, you know Wesley Hose?
Yeah.
That's my cousin.
Okay.
So y'all was playing South, and I went to this game, and I'm like, these dudes is cold. And then I'm like, this just the JV. So Laniel on the team. I think Troy was on that team too.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Wesley was coming off the bench because y'all was so loaded. So you was doing your thing. So that was like, that was probably outside of Milwaukee Lutheran. That was my first high school game. So to see y'all in action, then to see the varsity after that, I'm like, man, King might be the move when I get older, man. So just speak on like the tradition there, bro. That to be on a JV team that stacked, then a championship varsity team, bro. Man.
So our JV was so competitive.
It was,
like,
bro.
It when you hear the comparisons now as far as like city conference basketball, I can respect people's opinion because JV games set the foundation, you know.
Yeah.
And that game you talking about was my first time ever dunking in game, ever. And it was just one of them moments like, you know, we just going up and down, getting it, you know, and it was just like, all right.
Yeah.
Just turn the ball over. But it was, having a King pride is different.
Yeah.
It's like anywhere you go into a gym. You got at the time the program was sponsored by Adidas.
Y'all had all the
we had everything. You know what I'm saying? So you walk in the gym and they like, oh man, and it was a gift and a curse because some people they hated King.
Yeah.
You know, they hated our cheerleaders.
Right.
We had the baddest cheerleaders, and
I'm a co-sign, bro. I'm respectfully co-sign.
But man, it was very competitive just in our whole entire program. And if you did not do what you needed to do academically on the court, Go ahead and sit down.
No, I feel you.
You got somebody else.
And y'all was so stacked. So I was cool with Mitchell Carter when I was younger.
That's my
Bro
dog.
played freshman.
Yeah.
The fact that y'all had a 7-footer on freshman, crazy, bro.
That was my senior year when him, Corey, Laniel, Eric O'Neal, all of them ended up coming through.
Yeah. We gonna get to that.
So the crazy part is with that, winning that King was so first nature.
Yeah.
05 when we ended up losing to Jerry Smith and them at Whitefish Bay.
Yeah.
When you talk about like a reality check, it was like, dog, we lost.
Yeah.
King lost. Like we don't lose.
We gonna unfortunately, bro. We gonna work our way up to that. We gonna work our way up to that.
You know, it was literally like you just expected every year King going upstate.
Yeah. So let me ask you this, bro. What was the strides you think you made from like freshman to sophomore year? Because like I said, you did your thing that game, bro.
I would say like learning how to. King taught me, especially guys and Coach Jackson. They taught me a lot about how to mature as far as like my ego and pride.
Yeah.
I think that was the biggest thing for me with not having a father growing up.
Yeah.
I was kind of like that angry kid.
Yeah,
That's why I didn't really have too many friends at King.
Yeah.
I kind of stayed to myself.
Yeah,
But it was really just like the ego and the pride.
Yeah.
Just maturing and being able to be coachable and listen.
Right.
So even like the 04 year, we won state.
Yeah.
I wasn't officially on that team.
Yeah.
But I will practice.
Yeah,
like after the season ended, you know, they have players that's getting ready to come next year. And so I'm still practicing.
Yeah.
And I never forget, like, we ended up winning it and they were taking a picture, and you go look it up. The team picture is outside in front of King. In front of King.
Yeah.
I'm not in the picture.
Yeah.
So they calling, trying to figure out where I'm at. My pride, I'm like, I'm not on the team officially. I ain't taking a picture.
I get it, bro. I get it.
It was the worst decision because I was coming back next year.
Yeah.
And to have to deal with the coaches.
Yeah.
And like, you know, you think you too good. And I think later on, like we understood each other.
Yeah.
Because it was more so, it wasn't like I was too good for like the picture.
Yeah.
It was more so like I wanted to earn it.
Yeah.
You know, and even then, like, it's just still, it was a lot of maturing to understand that everybody has a role on the team.
Yeah, for sure.
And so that's what makes it successful as a coach now and
and
actually giving back to the game.
Yeah.
Go ahead, keep shooting.
Let me ask you, bro.
Because now it's like our success this year, everybody has a role on the team.
Oh yeah, you got to.
You know,
that's how a team.
And so when you young, you don't understand that.
Right. I'm that dude, man. I don't know what y'all talking about. Let me ask you this, bro. When y'all JV season ended senior year or sophomore year, I think Laniel got moved up, Troy got moved up. Did you have plans like they're gonna move me up too, or you didn't know?
I really didn't know.
Okay.
And I'm not gonna say it didn't matter.
Yeah.
But it was one of those things where, you know, you have to trust the process.
Yeah, I get it.
Like what I'm gonna do, go and you know, pitch a fit, you know.
Yeah.
And the biggest thing for me was ignoring the noise.
Yeah.
Like everybody, like you should transfer.
Yeah.
You know, why you there?
We gonna get into that.
You know, if you would have went somewhere, and it's just like, you know, for me, it made me who I am as far as like just perseverance.
Yeah.
And not giving up and quitting. You know, when things get hard.
Yeah.
And I actually learned a lot as far as basketball, just being there.
Yeah, for sure.
You
How
know?
can you not?
So that's why even with the MLK tournament, guys was there. He was literally like, "Hey, I saw our 911 play, Colbert," and I'm like, "Listen, man, hey, you got the blueprint. Why not use it?"
Right. Yeah. All right, man. So we're gonna work our way up to junior. So well, before we get to junior, you can speak on that team, man. They win state, bro. What's the mood around the school, man?
Man, like during that time, it was like it's so hard to explain it because it's like it was just so much King pride, not even from just the players, the students,
everybody,
the
bro.
teachers, the engineer, the AD, the community. you know, we had the restaurant Laos that was close by. Like it was so much like pandemonium for us to win state, and then just the experience, the bus, going, all that. So it was different, and it gave you something for it to look forward to. Yeah. And the way that the varsity at that time carried themselves, it really just put you in a mind frame of like they were pros. Oh yeah. Like they carried themselves like pros. Yeah. And the public at games. Yeah. The whole entire nine.
Yeah. Man, I say this, bro. I love Pre. Pre probably one of my favorite players to come out the state. But Jamil Jackson Wilson don't get enough love, man. Dude, when I say straight, man, bro, like.
So I would say this. Yeah. I agree. Yeah. But even on that team, Drew Jackson. Yeah. Yeah. Like it's so many arguments that you could make with so you talking about 03. 03. So 03, but even if 03, you could throw in Justin Willingham. Oh yeah. You could throw J-Ham in there. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You could throw a couple of different pieces in there. Yeah. And that situation, but definitely Jamel. Jamel was straight. He was different.
I remember I went to y'all sectional game. Y'all played Washington. Yeah. This the first time I see Pre throw it off the glass. Oh yeah. Big homie. Oh yeah. I'm like, King might be
he was different. Yeah, he was different. And the thing about Jamel was he was so fundamental, and he made the game so simple for other players. Yeah. You know, the way he posted up, the way he filled the gaps in the offense, the way he played defense, he ran the floor. Yeah. So he just made it so easy. Yeah. And he just had a motor. Oh yeah, yeah. You know, and
he put I could say in the basket like too, man.
Even in practice, like I never really saw players take time off. Mm-hmm. You know, nobody ever really took possessions off, missed practice. Yeah. Practice was always brutal, you know?
We're going to get to there. Yeah. So, all right, man, junior year now. Now it's varsity for you, man. You with the big dogs, man. What's the mindset now, bro?
So that year, I ended up getting a little frustrated because it's like, you know, I'm putting all this work in. Yeah. Not really getting the time I want.
Yeah. Y'all loaded too.
Yeah, we still loaded. Yeah. And so then it came to a point where it was just like, you know what, hey, I'll be on varsity, but I still need some JV reps. I want to hoop. I just don't want to sit on just sit on the bench, you know. And so that's when I ended up playing for Durham. And Durham, he turned my game up. Yeah. He turned me up, and then it just gave me a lot of confidence for varsity, and that's kind of what guys was saying, like, you know, that's what you were missing, Colbert. You was missing. And so then going from there, it's just like I just fit in. I didn't want to do too much. Right. Didn't do too little. Just waited for my number to be called, opportunity. Yeah. And I don't regret my career. Like,
I mean, honest question, bro, because I had this debate with another guy not too long ago, bro. You a talented guard in the city, but bruh, you on the team with Pre, Goody, Khalif, and you a year younger than these
Dixon.
Cats, you know what I'm saying? Dixon. Was it ever a thought in your mind like, bruh, let me maybe get up out of here one time and see what I can do?
Absolutely. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
Yeah, it's natural, bro. It's normal, bro.
Like, I think that was going into my junior year. Yeah. That was literally, I was having that conversation with my mom. Yeah. And me and Coach Giles got into it when I got back to King my junior year. And he kind of heard the rumblings. And it wasn't that I wasn't loyal. It was just like I started to develop a love for the game. Yeah. And just really like, bro, it was so bad. Like, I would walk from 1st and Burleigh to 15th and Center to get to go to Lavarne Way. And this is when the Boys and Girls Club would close at 9. So I'm walking through the hood. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm at Franklin Square. Yeah. You know, I'm doing all this to like really work on my game, you know? Yeah. And so I felt like if I went somewhere else, and then Miles ended up leaving, McKay ended up leaving King, going to Menominee Falls. So I'm looking at him like, man, I could do the same thing.
Yeah, because you got this ain't no disrespect to no city schools at that time, bro. But you got to think Pulaski, Juno had a pair, Tech, Bayview, Madison, North. Bruh, it's room.
Yeah.
It's room. No, you know what I'm saying? They had good players, but you could fall in line, get you a starting spot. Go ahead, get you like 12 to 15 a game.
I wanted to go to Tulsa East. That's where I was trying to get to.
You might have been able to make that was y'all planning on moving to Tulsa?
So that was the thing. Like I had a family member that stayed, but and it was just so much politics, and it was just like, you know, it didn't make sense to put somebody in that, you know, because that wasn't my parent guardian.
Yeah.
So it was just like, and then just talking to my moms, and you know, it was just literally like the academics. The academics was bar none.
Yeah, that's true. IB school.
Yeah,
so,
you know, and that ended up later helping me when I got to college.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because when I got to college, I'm like, man, this is light work. Like, man, I didn't study until my senior year in college.
Right.
I hear you. Man, this is easy.
I hear you.
Yeah.
Bro, I need some battle stories, because like guys is like famous for them practices, man. Y'all going hard in practice. Yo, junior year, can you give me any stories, bro? You got Goody in there, Khalif, Pre, Dixon.
They talk so much shit.
Go ahead.
Oh my God. Like, they talk. Surprisingly, everybody don't really know. Khalif talked the most.
Oh, no.
Khalif talked the most.
See, this is the one thing I got to dispel about Khalif, and that's my bro. Dude might be one of the biggest killers in the city. He just
for sure.
He got the baby face.
For
so people
sure.
don't know.
Did you hear about the Marshall game?
No.
He single-handedly brought us back. We was at the crib.
Yeah.
And Marshall was balling.
Mike T was going on.
Mike T, all day was balling. It was a rough night for us.
Yeah.
Khalif caught fire. Literally saved us. I think that was a perfect season.
Yeah.
Saved our perfect season.
That's tough, man.
So yeah, Khalif talked.
Khalif a killer,
he was
man.
so soft spoken. So when you heard him, and you just like, oh, what did you just say? He talked the most. Pre, you knew what you was gonna get from
you knew what
Pre.
time it was.
You know, so it was always, and even with them, like they loved each other, and we all did, but just them talking.
Yeah.
You know, and going at each other. You know.
What game was you able to steal from them, bro?
Man, some of everything.
Oh yeah.
When you look at how to be a point guard.
Yeah.
Khalif, Pre.
Yeah.
When you look at shooting.
Oh yeah.
Goody.
Yeah.
Dixon, Pre. All of them across the board. So you just really had to be there just to be a sponge.
Yeah.
You know, and it ended up really just borderline, just coming down to just making sure you was in a position to compete.
Yeah.
You know, and what I loved about Pre will always, he forced me to understand how to compete in practice.
Yeah.
So I used to always love guarding him. So it'd be like, okay, I'm trying to get some minutes. I know it. Yeah. If I'm guarding you, maybe I'll get some minutes, maybe, you know.
Yeah.
And so he always, you know, just keep working hard.
Yeah.
Keep working hard. But in the meantime, like, Pre is one of the dirtiest players, man. He got so many tips. He got so many tips and tricks on how to get open and how to play defense. I'm like, man.
Yeah. So, bruh, I need it from you. I got the story from Louis, I got the story from Troy, and I got the story from Lee. Pre a humble dude, so he ain't really say what he wanted to, because I think he's on camera. But y'all make y'all state run. Y'all run through everybody. Then y'all meet Madison Memorial. Man. They got Wesley Matthews, Corey Vernon, and then Pre basically got robbed for Mr. Basketball that year too by Michael Nelson, bro. So going into that game, bro, I heard guys did the slickest thing ever. He just whispered to Pre like, hey, you know, dude got Mr. Basketball, right?
Before it even broke out, really.
So I need your take, bro.
I think that was, I've never seen Pre really get into like all the accolades. Like you said, he was just humble. It was just, when you know Pre's story, as far as like how he picked up the game, he never really did it for the accolades. It just came with it. But I think that hurt him. Like if I could look back and I could say being in the locker room, seeing his mental preparation, it didn't shake him. Yeah. But you could tell like, oh yeah, it was gonna be one of them. And so that game, you know, when we came out the gate and we was like really struggling.
Yeah, man, 14-2 in the first quarter, like, man.
Man, we were struggling.
Yeah.
And so at halftime, I literally looked and I could see Pre just tapped into a whole nother zone. It was just like, I got this. I'm putting this on our back.
Yeah.
And just watching him go off. And the thing is, people don't even look at it. It wasn't even just offense.
No.
When you look at how many points West had the first half, and what he ended, I think the second half, he only had like 2 or 4.
Mm-hmm.
So he was playing defense. And people don't give Pre enough credit as far as his defense. Like, he was a monster on defense.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just a monster.
Yeah. It's all about, and like, you know what I'm saying? That's the culture there.
Oh, yeah.
With y'all, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Like, hearing about what y'all practices used to be, man. I get it. Let me ask you this, bro. So before going into that game, did y'all do like scouting reports and like all that? So what was the mindset? You hear about Wesley Matthews, you hear about Michael Nelson, man.
They was pros.
Yeah.
But by that time, we had a schedule that we already had seen pros.
Yeah.
We done been in Myrtle Beach.
Oh, yeah, that's
we done
right.
Been,
that's
we
right.
traveling. So, like, it's kind of like Wisco this year.
Yeah.
So they've been all over, and you get to those games, it's like, oh, okay. It don't really rattle you. I think the difference with that game, and it's crazy that you say about the scouting report because, you know, Q-Bar had something on his post last year talking about, like, you know, if you wasn't on a high school scouting report, you wasn't good. It was a lot of people that wasn't on our scouting report. But that don't mean that it wasn't good.
Right.
It just meant, like, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't on the scouting report.
Right.
So those two for sure. Was on a scouting report, but we already knew West was a pro.
Oh yeah.
He was a pro.
Yeah. So y'all, like I said, y'all going to that game. Y'all down 14-2.
Man, I'm
You
scared.
know what I'm saying, in the first quarter.
I'm scared. I'm like, oh my goodness,
I
man.
am too, but then you said some snapped and Pre. Then y'all go on a run, and I got a shout out to my big bro Troy. Got hot at the right time too, bro. So,
Troy was huge.
Man, walk me through that comeback, man.
So the thing about our team was we were so stacked, and we all had so many different components to where our basis was defense.
Oh yeah.
So it don't matter how many shots you miss, you're gonna play defense.
Right.
So with us, it was like you could never really count us out because of that aspect. But like when Troy got in and you kind of already knew, like you let him shoot.
Oh, it's over.
You know, somebody gonna make some big shots, and he hit some big shots to keep us viable. You know, in a game. That game, I want to say, everybody was kind of struggling. You know, the usuals, and then you had AZ was in foul trouble. I think Louis was ended up being in foul trouble. So it was literally just like, okay, going across the board, like, what do you do? And so those shots was huge. And then the rest was just defense and pushing the ball.
At what point, bro, in that comeback, did you think like, all right, we got these dudes, we got them? I knew after halftime when we really got it going on defense and the defensive pressure, and we was turning them, that allowed us to, you know, do our signature traps, and we was just up in transition. And we kind of saw them ruffled. And once we saw them ruffled, it was like, oh yeah, they shook. The guards didn't want to, you know, want to handle the basketball, and it was just like, okay, cool. We just had to, you know, ride the wave, and most of it was just making sure we make our free throws. And our team we were so unselfish. Unselfish. So we would share the ball. And then, bro, because y'all playing in Madison, of course, they from Madison. How was the momentum change in the building? Because I already know it's probably cracking for them first half.
All the king there. So like our fans was like, I would say it's like, I've been to some college games, and it's still like you could almost compare it to that.
Oh yeah,
to how much pride
I'm saying y'all in the Cove Center. So
you know, and so we had fan buses. Like, but not a bus, buses. You know,
hey,
parents.
True story. King, y'all got the funniest student section ever, bro. Because if you just looking at the TV, bro, you'd think King was in Tulsa.
Yeah.
You wouldn't even know there was a city school.
Yeah.
But then when you go, like, you see where King at for real, you like, okay.
Yeah.
But that was always like the funniest thing ever.
And that was one of the little optics too from the film section.
Right.
Because at the Cole Center they'll be filming the student section. They won't be filming the ones that they make it look good for the most part.
I'm like, King look like it's in Brookfield.
Oh yeah, nah, man. But that's what made King special though, because it was so diverse.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how it is here at Goda.
Yeah.
It's real diverse.
Yeah. So y'all win that championship, bro. What's the vibe, man? What's going on with y'all?
Man, I didn't know how big it was, until when I started coaching.
Yeah.
And I ended up calling guys, and I'm just like, man, to get back to get the state.
Yeah.
This difficult.
Right.
And it make you appreciate it more.
Yeah.
Down the line.
Yeah.
For the most part, but the vibe was happy, man. Just the smiles, and it was really a blur.
Yeah.
You sitting there, you get your name called, you get the medal, you sitting on the podium taking a picture, and then it's just like, you really don't know the magnitude of what you just did, and you just solidified yourself in history.
Yeah.
And then even after that, it's like, okay, that happened in 2004.
Yeah.
Then you get a call, this summer, like, hey, congratulations, you in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, congrats
on
that, bro.
So that's what that was about, and that's okay. So it's just all full circle, and then the coaching, like I said, man, it's treacherous to get to state.
Oh yeah.
It's treacherous.
Yeah.
So even looking at our bracket this year, I'm just like, man,
take it a game at a time, man.
Listen.
Man, say what you can, bruh. What's the vibe at school, man? Y'all repeat. Y'all get back to school that Monday.
I don't think we went to school. I don't think we went. I'm gonna be honest, man. Listen, I said I was gonna be. I don't think any of us went to school. Listen, at that point we were still on a high, but when we got back to school, it was just all love.
That's love.
It was always love, and the teachers, they held us accountable. Like we wasn't one of those teams that we was always into like just BS. You know what I'm saying? Like. We really handled ourselves like professional. Now we had our moments where but it was literally like they loved us. And so the vibes was always good. And then the celebration, the pep rally.
Yeah.
Again, we still not knowing. At that point in time, we still got the baggy sweats. And, nothing was like how it is now. The oversized little jackets.
Right.
But it was definitely, my bad.
No, you good.
It was definitely a good vibe, man.
Yeah.
Something that you look back and cherish, like, man.
Yeah, man.
That's a good time.
Yeah. All right, man. So now you done did 3 years there. Now it's the last year, you know what I'm saying? You the elder statesman on the team. And y'all get a couple phenom freshmen coming in too. Y'all got Brian Brown coming in. Got Corey Lucius coming in.
Eric O'Neal, Neal.
What's the vibes now?
I still kind of knew what it was as far as like when you have that group coming in from DTA.
Yeah.
I kind of knew what my role was going to be. I knew it was going to still be, more of a mentor, because even outside of them, I that was the same class. I think Roy Ewan, Vonnie, and all them. Shout out to Vonnie. That's my pastor too.
Yeah.
They came in and I kind of just like took them under my wing, showing them the ropes. And it was really just a humbling experience, because it's just like you still just waiting your time, waiting for your moment.
Yeah.
And that season was so up and down, because it'd be games that we lose that we shouldn't have lost.
Yeah.
But it was also growing pains when you have this group of freshmen coming in. It was only 2 seniors. Yeah. So it really wasn't like a lot of leadership.
Who was all the other
Mike
seniors?
Rogers.
Okay, yeah.
So,
shout out to my aunt. Shout out to J-Mo, man.
Mike, Mikey, we was road dogs. It was just us two.
Yeah.
So, and that's why it's funny now we had these conversations, watching his son at Homestead and Caleb here at Golda, where it's just like, man, you know, it's a totally different trajectory, but it allowed for us to pour into our boys on a whole different space.
For sure, for
you
sure.
know?
So I need, bro, your senior year wasn't all bad, bro. Y'all got one of the most epic wins, I would say, of my childhood. Y'all at Vincent different this year, bro. Marcus Landry.
Is that the one when Louis hit the game winner?
Yeah, I need.
So let me set the record straight on that. Louis will tell you too. So he hit that was the biggest shot.
Yeah.
But the play before that for us to get the ball.
Yeah.
So you remember on Saturdays we had Preps Plus, right?
Yeah, yeah.
If Vincent wasn't selfish, I would have ended up on Preps Plus. And so I remember coming in after that game and guys had the VCR in his office. Yeah. And he would rewind it. And I tell my team this now, like, there are things that happen in the game that you would never get recognition for, but it's impactful. Yeah. And so on the fast break, they passing the ball. I'm sprinting back on defense, try to take a charge. Yeah. Now, whether it was a charge is questionable. The referee called a charge, and that's what it was. So that's what me and guys was laughing at on the film. Yeah. So they call a charge. We get the ball back. Louis come down, hit the big shot. Yeah. You know, and our team was so prideful as far as like winning. That didn't even matter to me. You know, it was just like we won the game. Like I was doing something that I was being told to do. Yeah. I wasn't taking no charge, you know, coming into high school. I didn't know what like you want me to sit here. I ain't doing that, man. I wasn't taught that in middle school. Yeah. You know? Yeah. So that part, that was an epic game though.
Oh yeah, man.
Because Vincent,
it was different that year, bro.
Man, yes. But they wasn't like how when I first came in, my first encounter with Vincent was I ended up watching them on TV. I think it might have been like 96, 97. Okay. That's when Jose was still there. Yeah, yeah. And didn't know what state tournament was. I'm literally watching on TV. But in high school, my freshman year, GB.
Shout out to GB, man. Shout out to Big
he came down at the end of the game and dunked the ball so hard the rim just got stuck. The game was over. And I'm just like, and he had the little GB. I'm like, dog. I'm like, man, listen, this is what I gotta look. I gotta get in the gym, man.
Yeah, man. Shout out to GB, man.
I never told GB that, but at that part, I literally was just like, man, I had to start doing my homework. Like, okay, who is who? Yeah. You know?
Yeah,
really learning the high school landscape.
Yeah. So now, man, unfortunately, man, y'all get that win, but y'all make y'all way into the playoffs. And y'all run in the East, man. Y'all run into Jerry Smith.
Broke my heart.
It wasn't just Jerry either, bro. They had a stacked team that year.
But Jerry went off the second half was what killed us.
Give me the rundown, man. So before y'all, the scouting report, what was the game plan going in? Was it we going to throw bodies at Jerry, or is it going to be, man, one person going to stick him and we going to help? We going to box him? What was the game plan, bro?
So part of it was a little bit of all that. We knew who the shooters was. We knew we couldn't help. Yeah. We knew we was gonna try to face guard. Yeah, yeah. We knew we was gonna, try to play up the line, make it difficult. Yeah. We was gonna still play king basketball. Yeah. The crazy part is our shots just wasn't falling. Yeah. You know, the shots that we normally would have made, wasn't falling. Everybody might have been talking about, the turnovers. That was it too, but it was just really offensively, and then
it was at Bay. It was at Whitefish Bay.
It was at Whitefish Bay. Yeah. And so second half, first half we did a decent job guarding Jerry. Yeah. Second half, I can honestly say, me and guys kind of got into it because I'm like, listen, man, I know what I'm here to do. Yeah. Just let me be a bugaboo. Let me just. I got 5 fouls. Just let me go and be a soldier. Yeah. Just let me lay on the shield and and it didn't happen like that. And then you just started to watch. He's just going off, and it's just like, oh, okay. Yeah. And when
he got the punch, bro, that kind of was like
that I knew it was over then. Yeah. And I was sitting on the bench and guys called my name, but that ended up setting in reality for me. And so like at that point when he calling your name to check in the game, I'm trying to fight back tears because I'm like, it wasn't that I knew the game was over, but I knew the game was over.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know when it, you know it. You know
what's up. Yeah.
It's not no T-Mac, 13 points. Nah, I knew it was over.
Man.
And so I could sympathize with like a lot of my players, during that time when it's just like, man, this is over. Your high school career is over.
Yeah.
It ain't end like you wanted it to end. And just getting in the locker room.
Yeah.
Man, listen, that was a dark time.
Uh-oh, man.
Crazy part is, since I'm on your pod, I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
I knew what was getting ready to happen with Corey Lucius before it broke. Cause to be honest, me and Corey developed a real special relationship that season.
Yeah.
Him coming in, even his pops. Shout out to his pops. Rest in peace to him.
Rest in peace to him. Yeah.
He motivated, kept me engaged, but Corey had a lot of conversations with me.
Yeah.
And so I knew he was gone.
Did you think he was going to do one more year or be gone after his freshman year?
No, I knew he was gone.
Okay.
Like I specifically knew there was a lot of locker room stuff. I knew it was gone.
Yeah, I get it.
So once it kind of happened, and now to this day we got the Corey Lucius rule for transfer.
Right.
That's the Corey Lucius rule.
Yeah, man. So unfortunately, man, the season end not how you wanted it to end, and your King career come to an end, bro. Was it like, okay, I could do this game at the next level? Man, I just want to be regular and go to school. What was the plans for you, bro?
It was none of that, bro. Like, again, I'm just a kid. I was on the east side, first in Burleigh, second in Chambers. I was in between those two, So all my friends at King filling out college applications, they like, what you finna do? I'm like, I'm finna go back to the hood.
Yeah.
I didn't know what the next move was.
Yeah.
My mom always preached, about college, but I didn't know what was next. You know, I was kind of, lost. At King, I ended up getting in, trouble here and there. Belu saved my life. Rest in peace to him.
Yeah, rest in peace.
He was my caseworker at SDC. It just was like, you different, E. You different.
Yeah.
You one of the kids that's supposed to make it. You supposed to have a legacy and be able to give back. So that kind of put me in a perspective. And then, I ended up going to jail for like a month. And so I ended up beating up my mama boyfriend. You know how that is.
Yeah.
Which is crazy because I was getting to look at to walk on that Whitewater. So I'm hearing about, I know Gio there.
Yeah.
I'm knowing some of my people from Milwaukee there. So I go up there for a college party. And my boy Marcos and Kev and all of them, Kevin Reynolds now from King. Yeah. I forget my ID. So the officer run my date of birth, come back a body only warrant. And so I prayed to God when I was in there, and I was like, I know this is only a field trip. I never want to be here again. Damn. And so
you did your time down here.
Funny part is I was in Walworth, so a body only warrant. I had to wait until Milwaukee came and got me. They was lazy, so Walworth sent me down to Racine, and then I had to wait for them to come get me. So it was just a long, drawn out process.
Damn.
And Walworth was different than the county.
Yeah.
Walworth was different. It was totally different than the county.
Yeah.
So, going through that whole experience.
Yeah.
And then after I ended up becoming a mortgage specialist at Washington Mutual. Yeah. And how I ended up going to JUCO was my old basketball mentor in high school. I used to work out with him, and he used to work out with Freddie Owens when Freddie would come back from Wisconsin. Yeah. So shout out to Freddie, that was my dog.
Yeah, for sure.
And so he ended up calling one of my old coaches, like, hey, yo, what Emmitt on?
Yeah.
Like, he ain't on nothing. Like, he wasting his talent. Like, so I'm literally on my lunch break at Washington Mutual on 107th and Bradley.
Yeah.
He called me. He like, hey, if I give you a scholarship to come down here and play, would you? I'm on the phone like, man, listen, I ain't trying to hear that. You just playing. You ain't serious. I give him my email. I go back to my desk off a lunch break.
Yeah.
I see the email. College of Lake County.
And down in Illinois.
Down in Illinois, right there in Illinois.
Yeah.
Bro, I put my notice in, never came back. Literally took a break, packed up my car, and I was gone.
Oh, we there.
Yeah.
Man, that's what's up, man.
So
what's the feeling, man? You get a second chance, basically, man. What's going through your mind?
Man, I'm excited. I'm geeked. I'm like, man, you know what? I don't know where this is taking me, but you know, then Derek Hankins was going down there.
Shout out to D. Hank, man.
So we going down there together, and we ended up playing, you know, a couple tournaments together. You know, his moms and pops had the AAU team, DW Wildcat. Yeah. So I played, you know, some tournaments with them.
Okay.
So I already was kind of familiar, you know, with him.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, I got my boy. We going down here, and we was on a natural high because the coach that was recruiting us was actually from Milwaukee. So then going into the summer, dreams busted once again. Like just busted. So the coach that recruited us ended up getting let go.
Bruh.
Man, you talk about real life tears, man. Like,
so they took your scholarship, or
no? We still was there, but the coach ended up hiring a coach that was from Waukegan.
Okay.
So he ended up bringing his own team.
I know how that goes.
You know how that. So you know, we just sitting there like, all right, what should we do? You know, and so me and him, we did our thing that year. It was still like a little, you know, still a little struggle. It's like, man, how much more can I, you know, take? Like, is this not my path? It's like, why do I got to go through so much?
Yeah, I get it.
You know, and so then when it came to that season, that second term starting, and then kind of finding out like, oh man, you got a son on the way. It was like, what you want to do? I literally had to have a reflection time. And think about my life from there. It was like, you got to make some grown man decisions now.
Yeah. What did mom say when you found out you was about to be a dad, bro?
Man, so first of all, shout out to mom.
Yeah.
I told you not to touch that girl.
She was from the city, bro. Your baby mama was from the city.
Yeah, she with the king. So you know, man. Listen, moms know it, man. Moms know everything, man.
Yeah, that's that woman's intuition, bro.
So she literally like, man, don't touch that girl, and I'm just like, Ma.
Like, come on,
I hear you, but I don't hear you. You know,
I'm at a certain stage in life, mom.
Man, you know, again, can't tell me nothing.
No,
and so, so then I find out, you know, it's a possibility, and I really went into a somber mood because it's like, you grew up without a pops.
Yeah.
You know, you got to break the cycle, and how far is this really gonna go?
Right.
Eventually, the ball is gonna stop bouncing one day.
Yeah. How old was you at the time, bro?
I was 20.
Oh, so you.
So I had my son when I was 21. Yeah.
Damn.
I was 20.
So was the plan, man? Like, I gotta go back to the city, get a job. I could maybe do a little bit of both. Be down here, go back down there. What was the move for you?
Nah. I knew I wanted to go to school. So the crazy part about how God works in mysterious ways, when I got to CLC, I realized how easy college was.
Yeah.
You know, like I told you earlier, like I never really studied in college because what King, you know, King was so rigorous, school, bro. You know, and so I knew from then, you know, I wanted to go to college.
Yeah.
So now it was just like, okay, what's the best fit? And so then I ended up first transferring to Parkside.
Okay, yeah.
I didn't know too much about Parkside. I knew who Regal was. And Regal, with me, we was already in discussions about possibly walking on there.
Yeah.
And so when I got there, I just made a decision, like, I don't want to pursue this anymore.
Yeah.
Like, I wanted to do certain things. Like, I grew up in the South. I watched my uncles. You know, one was a Kappa, one was a Q, one was an Omega.
Okay.
You know, one was an Alpha. So, you know, that's the path that I'm like, you know, I want to enjoy college.
Oh, you 06, bruh?
Yeah.
Man, shout out, man. You probably know my grandfather and my dad. Yeah, man. Shout out. So what was the inspiration, before we get into fatherhood, what was the inspiration to get with the guys, man? go ahead, go with 06 one time.
It's something I had wanted to do from childhood.
Yeah. Was it specifically them, or was it just like you was weighing between?
Nah, I'm a true Virgo. Once I make up my mind,
yeah. What was it about the black and gold that made you want to pick them, man?
Family member, like family members. When you got family that you just kind of take to, and then it's like the battle, the Bayou Classic was a huge thing. So Grambling State, for sure. You know, you just think about Grambling State, what their colors are, and then you think about Southern, what their colors are. It was a no-brainer. I knew I wasn't gonna be, I wasn't gonna be a Q. Yeah. So it was just, I already knew if I ever did anything. So when I got to Parkside, we only had one on campus, but we didn't have a chapter. Yeah. And it was a citywide. So I had to drive to Milwaukee, you know, to be able to be a part.
Did you have to go over at UWM or?
Yeah, so UWM is the charter. Okay. So they the host site.
Yeah.
So we would have to drive from Parkside up here.
Okay. I get it. And shout out to Ray Nixon, man.
Yeah, that's my dog.
Part of the gang too.
Yeah, man. That's my dog. That's Big Bro right there.
Yeah. Say what you can. That process and making it over, man. What was that like?
I will honestly say it taught me how to be a man.
Yeah.
It taught me about character. It taught me the business side.
Oh yeah.
It taught me so much about myself that I didn't understand. It really unlocked a lot. There's so many misconceptions about fraternities and sororities. Oh, yeah. You know, and I know it's a little different now because a lot of the history has been lost, in my opinion.
Yeah.
You know, but a lot of my old heads really took me underneath the wing and was just like, you know, this is what you need to be thinking about, you know, from oratorical contests to when I was initiated in 2008, I came right in and I was assistant district director. I'm asking our district director, like, hey, what am I supposed to do?
Right.
He's like, well, what you want to do? You in charge of the College Brothers.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, what am I? So it was just a learning experience, man.
Yeah, I hear you, bro.
But yeah, overall, taught me how to tie a tie.
Yeah.
You know, taught me about how to dress suits. Yeah. How to Robert Rules of Order. Yeah. You know, it just taught me the business side,
Yeah, that's crazy, man. That's damn near Alpha's our family, bro. My grandfather started the Botillion.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So we got ties for we got
ties for real.
Yeah. So you do that now. I want to just tap into fatherhood, man. So you said, you know what I'm saying, unfortunately, Pops wasn't there for you. Yeah. Now you got this little guy on the way, man. What was the shift for you? Did something change about your personality, knowing you got a kid, or was it still like, man, I'm gonna just take this day by day, bro?
Bro, I was so selfish before I became a father. Like, you know, I did what I want, when I want it, how I want it. I didn't care about who I hurt. Yeah. But it was like when I cut that umbilical cord, it was like my life no longer was about me.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? So it was like literally like a sacrifice. And so I didn't know how to be a father. Yeah. You know, I one of my favorite quotes that I always would say is, I never had men I wanted to be like. Yeah. I had men I never wanted to be like.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it.
So it was just always like, okay, I don't want to be like my dad. And for the early part of his years, that's what my focus was. Like, gotta be better than my dad. Yeah. Gotta be. And it was so cancerous to my mind and mental.
Yeah, I get it.
You know, and so then, you know, he's born, going through custody stuff. Yeah. Not really sure if he's mine. You know, so I'm going through that.
You got put on child support right away?
Man, bro, listen. I'm being real. You want the real, right?
We out here, bruh.
We had such a bad initial co-parenting. Like, when she looked me in my eyes at court and was like, I'm gonna make your life a living hell. My mom was in the elevator and I literally was just like, she said, I told you not to touch that girl.
Like, Mama,
I'm like, Mama,
not right now, Mama. Not right now.
You don't understand.
Let me ask you this, bro. And like, you mature, bro. We men now, bro. Was it ever like, I know me and her ain't vibing, but let's try to at least figure out something to make this work? Because this back and forth ain't going.
We could never get on that page. And I think a lot of it was she didn't understand where I was at.
Yeah.
You know, and the sacrifices that I was trying to make, not for the long haul.
Yeah.
You know, and the reality of it is, like, we could make mistakes as men, and we will never hear the end of it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it would be always, no matter how good you do, it's like, well, you remember that time when you was, it's like,
right.
well, what about everything else? Like, you know, and then it's like, you know, transferring to Parkside.
Yeah.
You know, like, when you broke as a father in college, the only thing you had to offer is time.
Yeah.
It was Christmases where I'm crying to my mom, like, Mom, I ain't no man. I can't buy Christmas presents. She like, your grades is good. You doing this, you doing that. You coming to Milwaukee. You know, you got him Thursday through Sunday.
Yeah.
You know, like, he not gonna remember the gifts. He not gonna remember the shoes. And so, you know, one Christmas, and this is when all of this basketball come full circle. So one Christmas, you know, I'm going to Toys R Us, you know, all the way in Brookfield.
Yeah.
And I'm buying all these toys.
Yeah.
Caleb only played with one toy.
Kids be like that, man.
He played with one toy. It wasn't a action figure. It wasn't a fire truck.
Yeah.
It was a Fisher-Price basketball court. He didn't play with none of the other toys.
Yeah.
So I never had to put a ball in his hand, you know, and
just took to it.
And so that was like the initial, okay, being a father is more than just providing financially and money.
Yeah.
You know, and so many of us men, we take ourselves under when we fall on hard times.
Yeah.
So I just went through that again, you know, where it's just like, you got to remember, like, man, my value isn't just about how much I make.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
But the world teaches us
money.
Man, money.
Yeah.
You don't have money, you cook.
I hear you, bruh.
Yeah.
So in terms of, we're gonna transition. Your son take to basketball. Does that awaken something into you?
No.
I might get into this coaching field.
No. How I got into coaching was it was crazy. So I had already been, you know, kind of like training Caleb. So when I got custody of Caleb, it was like, you know, his mom decided she was moving out of state. So she dropped him off at my job one summer. It was like, I'm gone. And so it was an adjustment for me when it was just like, okay, now I got to get into this full time.
Oh, yeah.
Now the loft can't be a frat house.
Oh, yeah.
At that time, you know, we kicking it and partying.
Yeah.
So now I'm having to make the house childproof
right.
friendly.
Gates.
Right. So when he took the basketball, it wasn't surprising, but it was more so like, we ain't gonna really.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just let you have fun with it.
Yeah.
But when I started seeing him like competitive, he was playing in the EABL league they was having at Sherman at Mary Ryan.
Yeah.
And when I saw him cry in the championship because he lost,
yeah,
I said, oh yeah, okay. I said, okay, we got one
something.
right here.
I see something.
I'm like, we got one.
Yeah.
You know.
What similarities did you see between you and him, bro?
Absolutely nothing. Just a kid that had his father, really.
Yeah.
That was the only difference.
Yeah.
You know, he was Caleb, right? Even now at 18, bro, I tell people this all the time. He's a better kid than I was.
Yeah.
You know, and I aspire and hope that he'll be a better man.
Yeah.
Because again, if he grows up and he doesn't surpass what I'm doing as a grown man, then I still in some ways fail.
Yeah.
So he just was a better kid academically.
I hear you.
You know, just his poise and his confidence. Like it's different when you got a daddy around.
Oh yeah, facts.
You know what I'm saying? So
facts.
It was 10 times different. So when he kind of showed that interest, I told him, and at the end of second grade, going into third grade, I'm like, I would not be the reason why you don't get to where you want to be in basketball.
Yeah.
You know, and I've lived by that to this day.
Yeah.
So I started training them.
Yeah.
How I got into coaching was Steve Smith ended up pulling me back in. when he had CFA.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so one summer he had some stuff going on with family, and he asked me, "Hey, can you step in and coach the boys?" I'm like, I'm gonna be there anyways,
Yeah.
And I loved them. That group made me kind of fall in love with basketball again.
Yeah.
And I had such a bad experience from the end of high school, JUCO.
Yeah.
It was just like the one thing about basketball, she gonna break your heart eventually.
Oh, yeah. It's coming, it's coming at some point. She gonna leave you at some point.
Man, she gonna break your heart, man. Yeah. So I coached him that summer, and then it just became something that just kept on going, And then with high school, I never had any dream of coaching him in high school.
Yeah, yeah.
He was at Congress, and I moved him here to GOTA because we got a middle.
You sent him here for middle school?
Yeah, and I sent him here purely off academics.
Yeah, yeah.
I knew at Congress he was blowing through the work. Star scores was off the charts.
Yeah.
And I was thinking more so like how my experience was going into high school, where Cass didn't prepare me for the academic component. And so got him here in 6th grade. Yeah. And it was like the best thing. He struggled his 6th grade year like I knew he was.
Yeah, you get it.
I knew he was gonna struggle.
That transition.
The time management, the homework, all of that. So then I ended up coaching JV. So CJ ended up.
Shout out to CJ too. Man.
Yeah, man. So he was working at Meir Ryan still.
Okay, yeah.
So he was at Meir Ryan. And I saw him at a meeting, and he like, "Hey, man, I got an opening for a JV coach," and I'm like. I'm like, CJ, I'm gonna think about it. I'm gonna get back to you. He's like, man, you got into Thursday. So CJ, CJ time.
Oh yeah.
Like clockwork. So I ended up seeing him, and I'm like, yeah, I want to do it. What I gotta do? He's like, you don't need to do nothing. I'm gonna tell him that I want to hire you. Yeah. And so when he told the AD at the time that he wanted to hire me, I went to school with the AD. So, Mr. A, like, Emmitt with the king. Yeah. Like, oh yeah, He's like, that's my classmate, that's my guy.
Yeah, that's family basically. Yeah.
That's how that ended up working. So I was cool.
That's what's up.
I was cool coaching JV, and then some unfortunate circumstances happened with CJ. Yeah. And he called me and was like, man, don't let nobody take my program. Like, this is you the next one. Yeah. This is what we done built. I need you to take it. And I'm like, CJ, I don't want to be varsity coach. I'm happy with JV. Yeah. And he like, I ain't never asked you for nothing in this world.
You can't say no now.
and CJ don't FaceTime, so we was on FaceTime. We talking about Mad. He trying to get me to play. I'm like, CJ, I'm not playing Mad. You a football coach. I don't know nothing about, quarterback spies. And I'm like, so that's why I ended up taking the job here. Yeah. As the varsity coach, and my JV coach was the freshman coach, and we all been locked in together. Then I brought in one of my my pro fight from fraternity, and a mentor, my uncle / big brother Biddle, and then Coach B, he played here, so we pretty much got GOTA ties. Yeah. So it's really a GOTA family thing.
Okay. Yeah. That's what's up. In terms of like making that jump from JV to VAR, bro, now you with the highest level. Yeah. Was it like, dang man, like, am I gonna mess up? Am I ready for this? Or am I just like dive in head first, bro?
I had no choice. Oh yeah. It was like the one thing I would say was a lot of people would be like, man, hey, OG, hey man, if you need anything, here go my number, call me. Yeah. You call them. You can't get through them. So I had to learn everything on my own. A lot of the struggles I kind of had to go through. And then it wasn't until, and then you got to think about it, we were still bouncing back from the COVID.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's right.
From the pandemic. Right. So the kids were all kind of were behind. Yeah. As far as like,
in the game.
Develop all of that, man. Like somebody sneeze on the team, everybody got to sit out.
That's funny, bro.
But then it was just like my struggles early coaching was pride.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I'm trying to prove that I can coach. I'm X's and O's. So it wasn't until I got around like some OGs like Gop, you know, Coach Keys.
Yeah.
You know,
shout out to him.
Man, that's my dog. Like,
Yeah.
He helped me grow spiritually.
Yeah.
He helped me grow in so many different capacities. But like we talking, and he's just like, Emmitt, like you trying to run this high level stuff, you got to meet the players where you don't have this.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'm
That's
like, man,
yeah.
you know. So then just started going to camps, going to coaching clinics,
Yeah.
and just dumbing down, you know, the whole playbook. And like, I got to teach this. And we really have a developmental program here. So
That's what's up.
you know, it's just teaching them how to play the game.
Yeah.
And then everything else is just literally just been taking my lumps, man.
That's what's up, man.
Taking my lump.
So just watching y'all team, because I peeped y'all out online a few times, man. Just y'all move the ball, y'all play hard, y'all dynamic, bro. So in terms of identity, in the beginning of the year when you get the team, what was like the identity you wanted this team to have, this current team to have? What's the foundation, bro?
I just wanted them to be fundamental and disciplined and play hard.
You see that?
You know, I ultimately, I want people to understand when we go into a gym, we're just not gonna roll over. Like, and some of the highest honors that I've had in coaching some legendary coaching against legendary coaches is they play hard. They're well coached.
Yeah.
That's one of the greatest honors that you can get when you have old head coaches who like, I respect you to where, hey, telling your team, if y'all don't come out and play, like, y'all gonna lose.
Right.
You know? But just for them to be scrappy, to be tough, to be disciplined. That was always, you know, key for me.
Oh, facts. Well, let me ask you this, bro. Because you got a lot of dynamics, man. You coach your son and you got to be the coach. What's y'all dynamic in terms of you was daddy, but you was coach too? So how do you play that, man? What's them car rides home too, man?
We're better now.
Yeah.
I think me and him went through a period where, you know, he wanted to go with his mom. You know, he was, you know, at one point in time. And it wasn't he wanted to go with her. It was like the structure and the foundation that I had, the grass was greener.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not gonna have to do this, I'm not gonna have to do that, you know, and so
I get it.
You know, it ended up costing me a lot of money because I had to get a lawyer here and I had to get a lawyer in Maryland. Then we had to have a guardian ad litem, and you know what I'm saying? And so that was the blessing to me and his relationship to making it what it is now. Because then it allowed him to be privy to a lot of the history.
Right.
So when you get the guardian ad litem, they don't care about the size of the parents. They do what's for the best interest of the kid. So she's showing him all the court documents, and he's going through the court documents. He's seeing his nana, which is my mom. He's seeing her court documents. He's seeing all these different things, and it's like, dang, my dad really fought for me.
Yeah.
You know, and so when he came back, I knew we couldn't jump back into coaching and basketball. So I ended up sending him to Shump, you know, for 6 weeks. And I asked Shump, I said, listen, this is my most prized possession. I need you to be his trainer, and I just needed to be dad.
Yeah, that's
you
real.
know,
shout out to Shump.
Yeah, man. So we ended up locked in, and then once it was basketball back again. It just became it became our time.
Yeah.
You know, and
that's what's up, man.
Now it's just like, you know, we first of all, we both Virgos. We born on the same day. You know, we live together.
Yeah.
It's just me and him.
Yeah.
So we collide, but it's all in love, wisdom.
Yeah.
You know, it's almost like the Black Panther, and it's like you don't want to listen to the dad dad not around. And it's like, you're right.
Man,
this his senior year, I'm just super protective of the kid because
you gotta be.
He's just super hard working, and he just deserves so much.
Yeah.
You know?
You gotta be. I get it.
Yeah.
So before, man, you kind of hint on something. Do you feel fulfilled as a dad now, bro, with just the job you're doing? Because you said in the beginning, bro, you couldn't buy him presents and you couldn't do certain things, and it just had you feeling a type of way. Now, bro, just looking back on what you did with him, how he is as a young man, bro. How you feeling with your job thus far?
I'm still processing, bro. Honestly,
Yeah.
I think losing. I think I've kind of. I can't say life has cheated us. Life has cheated us of the experience because like losing my granddad in October.
Oh man, rest in peace.
It was like that was my father figure growing up. So like coming into the man, it was like the last 6 to 8 months. I think it was like I was in such a depressive state, bro, to where like being in my position with Boys and Girls Club for 11 years.
Yeah.
And, you know, them, hey, we moving you from full-time to part-time, cutting your benefits. You know what I'm saying? My son getting ready to start school. Mom's living in Vegas now. You know, and then it's like, boom, October come. I'm dealing with dynamics of my, you know, of my social life. You know, people I love and care for starting to leave me, abandon me during my struggles. And I'm holding them down through muddy waters. Through, you know, it was just, I felt like I was alone, and I really was, you know? So when I lost my granddad, when I tell you I went through a great depression, bro, it made the season, the beginning of the season was the worst because I was here, but I wasn't here.
Yeah, your shell was here.
Yeah, you know,
empty shell.
And I'm hearing everybody saying, bro, you good, and I'm just like, you know, I'm not.
Yeah, I get it.
You know, and my granddad was in the delivery room when I was born. So this is how scary and crazy life is for him to see me open my eyes and me see him close his eyes. It was like full circle. And that was like, me and him looked just alike. So the first couple of days I'm brushing my teeth and I'm just in the bathroom bawling. I ain't answering the phone for nobody. I don't want to talk. Only thing that saved me was basketball. And then my son, like, I'm going through financial stuff and I'm going to get a job. That's how great of a kid he is. He's like, I'm gonna go get a job after school. I'm gonna have half days. I'm gonna take some pressure off you. You know, and we wasn't in that much of it, you know. But it was just still the fact that like you that mature. Right. That you like, nah, you ain't you're not gonna be based off of your performance. You know. So kind of going from there. Going into the season, bro, it was dark until I would say I watched him. He sent me a message one night. We was both up. It was like 4 o'clock. And he sent me a message, and I never forget. He's just like, I need you more than anything, and I know you need me, and we need each other. Like this is what we've been, you know, kind of fighting for. And he was just expressing how appreciative of the sacrifices. And then it was just, that's when the reality hit. Like, I gotta continue putting my stuff aside. You know, and then I really started, you know, talking to Pastor Ken, Pastor Viney.
Shout out to them.
You know what I'm saying? And it was just like, that was the only thing that kind of saved me was like my faith. You know, and I call it my Job season because it was just like, through everything, I literally was just like, I gotta keep going to church. I gotta keep going to Wednesday night encounter. I gotta keep on just, you know what I'm saying, praying. I don't understand this. Why me? But then it just kind of hit me when one day I was just looking at him and just watching him in his element. And it was just like, man, I have to appreciate this because we always think we have time. And you never know
what's gonna happen.
You know. So
that's real.
I'm learning how to enjoy it more, and then I get a fulfillment because all the boys that's on my team, they like my sons. So you know they be at my house. You know.
Eating up all the food, watching the TV.
Rides and you know just talking to them about life, and so you know it's been coming together to where I think coming into the new year, I kind of settled in emotionally. And I think what kind of woke me up was the noise. You know how you try to drown out the basketball noise, but it's some noise that wake you up. You get on the court, you're like, man, I ain't really trying to hoop today. Somebody walk up and be like, man, you trash. Like, all right, now let me tie my shoes up. You know, but it was just a lot of noise about Caleb, about the team, about Golda.
Yeah.
And it was just like, all right, man, listen, here we go, game time.
Yeah. That's what's up, man. So I think you made the perfect segue, man. It wouldn't be right if we ain't talk about it. You said faith was keeping you going, bro. Just with your journey, my man said he just finished the fast. And just hold on to that, brother. Like, what does that do for you?
I was so immature. I'm gonna say I was immature as an adult going into my adulthood as far as like the faith walk. So for example, this is my 3rd year doing the fast.
Okay.
The first year, and when you hear people talk about, you know, when you're on a fast, if you're not praying, you just on a diet.
Yeah.
You know, it was a lot of
it was a lot of
it was a lot of things that I didn't understand, and I learned something new every year that I continue my walk with God.
Yeah.
And so the first year I did it, I'm not knowing anything about spiritual warfare. I'm like, I'm just gonna fast. I'm trying to follow the word of God, and everything is quiet. And then the fast is over. My life everything is chaotic. I'm like, man, what is going on? So then I keep hearing spiritual warfare. And I'm just like, so then I'm studying, I'm going to church and I'm learning more about it. And I'm like, okay, this is what was going on. When I was in the corner, you know what I'm saying, the devil wasn't bothering me because I really wasn't focused on, you know, on really getting my life right. But now that I'm trying to get my life right, you know, I done woke him up.
I get it.
So
I get it.
So this year I was very intentional, and it's crazy because my doctor from August to November, I had stressed so much, I lost so much weight. And my doctor literally was like, I don't think you should do the fast because your body is, your immune system is gonna be so weak. And I still just decided to do it. I'm like, man, listen, I trust God.
Yeah,
I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna make sure I eat vitamins.
Was you doing 1 meal a day or no food at all?
So so it was 3 tiers.
Okay.
So you could either do the cooked vegetables.
Yeah. You
could do the fruits, or you could do like peanuts.
Yeah.
Or you could, like Pastor Ken, he did all juice or liquid.
Yeah.
You know, so it still was just different because it's like, I'm hungry.
Right.
I am hungry.
That flesh caller, boy.
But this year, I kind of going into it, I had already, if I'm gonna be honest, I was so depressed, I was already fasting.
Yeah.
You know, so kind of going into it, it was just like, okay, let me just make sure, you know, the biggest thing for me was just prayer.
Yeah.
Like understanding how I wanted to learn how to pray better. I wanted to learn how to be intentional with my prayer.
Yeah, for sure.
So that was the biggest thing for me. And, you know, even where people see me now and it's just like, you can feel how you want to feel. Like the success I have is not because of me, it's because of my faith. And it's because of, you know, my connection and what I'm pouring into not only my family, but the program.
Yeah.
If you walk around here, it's just not our basketball team. We help out with the girls team. You know, some of the volleyball players look at us like father figure.
Yeah.
We walk through the hallways, students that's not even on a basketball team. We 24 push-ups. All right, coach, I got you, coach. It's just one big family around
love.
here. You know?
Yeah, that's love, man. So, brother, we done went from Louisiana back to Milwaukee to King to JUCO, becoming a dad, coaching JV, getting your way to the head varsity coach spot, man. With that journey, bro, that's a lot, man. So if you had to sum up that journey, brother, what words you saying, bro?
I wouldn't use a word. I would use something that, you know, I live by now. And it's just like, I'm really here to give God the glory, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, like, I'm not supposed to be here. I'm not supposed to be doing what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And I just really, anything I do, I just want people to see, like, it's him, you know, it's his blessing.
For sure,
because
that's dope.
I'm definitely not supposed to be doing this.
Yeah. Hey, that's how it worked though, man. You know what I'm saying? God put his hand on your life. You ain't moving no more. It's somebody moving through you.
Nah. And, you know, only way I'm moving is if he tell me to move.
That's facts.
That's the only thing. I'm blessed, bro.
Yeah.
I'm blessed.
Yeah. You can see it. You can see it, man. I asked this question to everybody on the show, man. So young Emmitt, 20-year-old Emmitt, find out he about to be a pops. Emmitt playing for King, man. If you had to give some advice, the guy you are now, man, pops, coach, man, a guy, what advice you giving to your younger self, bruh?
Man's biggest downfall, mistakes, trials, tribulations.
Yeah.
Is ego and pride.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, that would be the biggest thing I would tell myself. Like, let it go.
Yeah.
Challenge yourself to think better, to be better. Don't make decisions based off of emotions.
Yeah, that's real.
So, and that was always the emotion. And some of it could be good or bad.
Yeah.
You know, you make a good decision out and it work in your favor, and it's more bad than anything.
Yeah. No, I hear you, bro.
Yeah.
I hear you, man. Another question, bro. I don't want to get too deep for you, man. If you could tell Grandpa one thing, man, what would it be?
Man, it's crazy because his birthday is February 10th.
Yeah.
And I'm preparing myself because it's senior night.
Nice. That's
so,
crazy.
You know, what I would say is this, like, senior night.
That's a whole lot of emotions that night,
it's
bro.
a whole lot. So,
yeah.
To answer your question, what I'll do for you is when I pen my birthday letter to him after the game.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make sure I tag you.
Man, that's what's up. I'll take it.
And the only reason is not only is it his birthday.
Yeah.
That night pretty much will determine where we at as far as city conference.
Yeah.
So we could clinch it that night.
Yeah. That'd be dope, man. That's
trifecta. It's gonna be such a heavy night, and I've really been dreading it.
Yeah.
And not in a bad way, but it's just like it's senior night with these seniors. I got one senior that he hasn't played all year. He ended up breaking his foot 2 weeks before. He'd been in the program 4 years. This is my first recruiting class, you know, coming into head coach.
Yeah.
It just so happened to be my son, you know, on this team. Lost about what's next for dad, what I'm gonna do as far as career, if I wanna stay in Milwaukee, if I wanna leave, you know, just trusting in God with that. And then it's just like, you know, my mom coming in from Vegas.
Yeah, yeah.
My family gonna be here, friends. And so even with Hall of Fame, like I couldn't pick up the phone and be like, hey, granddad, look at my ring. You know, so it's gonna be a heavy night, bro. Yeah. And so my goal is just, man, it's been 8 years since we won city conference, man. I need a banner, man.
Yeah, that's the next question, man. In terms of the trajectory for the team and where y'all going, man. Y'all got a little bit of season left, man. What's the plan, bro?
We really want to run the table.
Oh yeah.
You know, we really want to run the table and look at everything that we got. We still got to reschedule 2 games.
Oh, because of the
because of the inclement weather, and then in November and last Friday. So back in November we were supposed to play East Troy, and so for that Thanksgiving weekend and the weather, and we was just supposed to play Kenosha Trimper. On last Saturday.
Yeah.
So
was it supposed to be there or
it was supposed to have been at Trimper.
Okay.
So we got to reschedule those 2 games. And then really just looking at my mind is already WIA state tournament.
What division are y'all, bro?
We 2.
Okay.
I know.
Okay, I'm sorry.
We at one point in time we were 3, and that's the schematics of and the unfairness for city schools, because we're small. Enrollment wise, we're big. That's how they look at it. But when you look at the history and as far as sports, we could easily be a D4, D5 school, you know. Yeah. But given what we've built here, D2 is cool for us.
Yeah. Who's one? I know it's y'all. Who else is another big dog in D2 right now?
Man, pick one. Whitefish Bay. Good.
Okay. Yeah.
Slinger.
Yeah.
Tulsa West.
I know. I thought Tulsa West was D1.
Nah, Tulsa West.
I don't even understand that, bro.
Tulsa West still D2, and
I don't even get that.
You still got MAS.
Yeah. Shout out to Ray.
New Berlin, Eisenhower. You got Catholic Memorial, Tulsa East.
Yeah, y'all got some killers in there, bro.
Man, D2, like, this is almost equivalent to 1 year when Dominican, Carmen, us, MAS.
Thomas More up in there.
Thomas More was in
mix,
there.
Yeah.
Racine Lutheran. Bro, it was so packed, like, and stacked.
Let me ask you, bro. Why do they do those brackets? They got a loaded bracket in the city.
I hate it.
And then, like, when you get to state, the best team's not even there, bro.
I hate it. What I would ask them to do is kind of how like they do in college, where you take the school out of the region and you put them somewhere else, you know, and let the school front the bill, you know, because it's like you won't see Midwest schools, you know what I'm saying, necessarily playing like in their own city. They'll go to a whole different.
That makes sense.
You know, I would wanted to do for it to be like that, but then again, you know, we saw what it was back in like the 90s where you had Washington upstate, Vincent upstate, King upstate, Bayview upstate. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't want to see that.
They don't. They don't. I get it.
They don't want to see that. So that's what we're looking forward to right now, man. We just really trying to. We made history 1 year by getting to the regional finals. And we ended up losing that year to MAS. Okay. Shout out to Beast and all them. And that's that, like, really, me and Gop and what we built as far as that relationship, like, nobody could ever make me feel any type of way about MAS. You know what I'm saying? Like, me and Gop been locked in. I love that program. It helped me become a better coach with just how watching him do certain things. But seriously, like, that year was a wake-up call. And then last year we lost to Tulsa West.
I get it.
Pissed me off.
I get it.
You know?
I get it.
And so this year we looked at really be first time in school history bring a regional here.
Okay.
Regional, sectional.
You
know,
man.
So
best of luck to y'all, man. I think y'all gonna make some noise, man.
Man, listen, if they just keep playing, like you said, you seen the film. When we're more deadly when the ball is moving and we playing defense. And
it's a lot to deal with.
Caleb in the open court.
Nasty.
Listen, man, I keep trying to tell people I would not jump with that boy in his sleep.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, he be having me rolling because normally, bruh, when you go up, you know what I'm saying, you just trying to throw it in. It seemed like he be on some. He's trying to touch the top of the backboard.
Man, bro, the game when he took off from the MCC. Everybody was like, man, they took. I'm like, bro, the logo. I'm thinking the logo underneath there.
Right.
When I looked at the film and I saw this, and I'm just like, you know, Chris Teague, he always be like, bro, man, nephew be playing so angry, like, bro, when he get in the air, like we joke about it all the time, like literally, when he just posted on his Instagram, like when he jump and he's in the air, he chooses violence. He chooses violence. he does not care, like. And you have some kids that have that much athleticism and they overthink it.
Nah, you know what it is when he going up, man. That's what's up, man. Tell young brother, man, I said keep going, man. Keep doing this thing.
That's why that Riverside game, man, I might sit down that game. I might not even, like, he has had that game sold out already. That game is sold out. And we don't play them until next week. We got a whole game Friday. That game ain't even sold out.
That's crazy,
so
man.
It's a little personal for him.
Nah, y'all get back.
Man, listen. and it's get back, but it ain't get back. It's like, bro, we won the game. He's like, but still.
But no, he wanted to get back.
They suspended me for a game. My stats didn't drop down. I had to miss city review. They got to pay what they owe. I said,
I hear you. That's the right mentality. So one last question I want to ask for you, bro. And I think it's the perfect question, bro. From your era, 2005 in the city, I would say from 02 to 06 in that era. Everybody know the stars. You know
I'm going to be biased, just so you know, man.
No, I know you can hear me out. Of course, you got GB, Landry, Pre. all them dudes, Troy, Lanil, Jacoby, the list goes on. Mike T in that era, Draylon, all these dudes, they get their pub. But I want you to shout out some dudes who was nice back in that era who the city don't know. Give me 3 of them. You can include yourself too. Give me 3 dudes underrated from the city that came from that era.
Man, of course, I got to throw my brother Mike Rogers in.
Oh, yeah.
Mike Rogers, he was a dog, and he always did his thing. I would say in that
02 to 06. Some dudes who do not get their pub but was nice.
I really think a lot of them did. I'm trying to think who else. Because the Petty boys, they all got their credit.
Yeah, they weren't underrated at all.
The Riley boys, everybody. So I'm trying to really think. Shump, I don't think Shump got enough credit.
No, he don't. You can say yeah.
I for sure think Shump didn't get enough credit. So I'm gonna make it easy. I'm gonna just say me, Mike, and Shump.
There you go.
I'm gonna make it easy. make it super because I don't want to offend nobody.
Yeah, no, you good.
I'm gonna go with what I know.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Milwaukee basketball, they take things personal.
Yeah. I'll throw another one in there. Jeff from Madison. I thought bro was nice. Who else, man? So many.
Man, it was a lot. Especially, what I would say is when you in the city.
Yeah.
It's so easy to get caught up in just who you know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so at times it's like when you just know these individuals, because even then it's like you got to think about it. I'm still just adjusting to just the high school landscape because I don't really know nothing about none of this.
Yeah.
I'm just literally showing up at King, just going through the motions.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I'm learning who, Avo and them is.
Yeah.
When going to St. Charles. And they used to play this little game where they used to mix animals together and rib. And, bro, I was sitting over here. Like, dog, him and Draylon and Avo really could have been comedians, bro.
Yeah.
Like, could have been real life comedians. Now, I will say he got his credit, but Little Billy, too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Little
Billy was a dog.
Yeah.
I think because the talent level that was at Vincent, you knew who he was, but he was different.
I'm gonna have to throw the big homie Fred Durr in there somewhere too, man.
Oh man, definitely. Yeah, definitely.
But man, if you got anything else, man, anything else for the people, man, before we get up out of here.
Oh man. I would just say there's a lot of good things happening in the city. It might not look like how people is used to it.
Yeah.
Used to seeing it, but get out sometime, catch some of these good games, support, because it's a lot of good things happening in the city, man.
Yeah, for sure. For sure, man. That's a mic drop moment, man. Shout out to you, brother, for letting me pull up, man.
Man,
shout out to the Owls, man. Shout out to your seed, to your son, man, doing this thing, man.
Man, I appreciate you for pulling up.
Man. That's Cut Talk. We up out of here, man.
Man, for sure. Game time.
He can still shoot, too, bro. He can still shoot, man.
Appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.